Oh no! Oh no! Just man. The plushies are like the only things you can make headbang properly. You can totally make them rave a lot better. Here, it's just like and it doesn't look as realistic. But that's okay. Molded hair is better, in my opinion, than the brushy hair, because you have to like make it all perfect, and you got to be like brush, 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 wash, hot water, all this stuff to make it good. And you know, I mean, I get it for little girls. They're like, I brush my pony, but at the same time, it's like I just want it to look like the show accurate version.
What were your overall thoughts on the episode?
Overall, as usual, I liked it.
The idea of taking these background characters that were mostly developed by the fandom, using what mostly the fandom has come up with for these characters, and running with that is, I think it's flattering. It's super cool because it goes to show the relationship that's always been there between the show staff and the fandom.
Clever and funny, which is why I keep watching this show, because it's clever, well animated. Characters are adorable. Derpy is so cute. I'm actually glad they didn't say her name, because I saw everyone saying that Muffins was now her like official name, but they never said it in the episode. So to me, something's not really canon unless I see it in an episode. But I don't know.
What makes this episode great about it, though, is that they literally said, let's go overboard.
I love all of the background ponies they showed. Featherweight is one of my favorites that actually made it in there.
It was a good episode. Definitely fan service, but that doesn't make it bad. I enjoyed hearing Octavia talk, Derpy's talking again, which is kind of cool.
Honestly, I was completely blown away. I totally did not expect them to do what they did, and I couldn't be happier.
I'm speechless. I think I still need some time to recover. It was the best episode ever, and it was the worst episode ever.
I liked it. I mean, I knew it was going to be, fan pandery, but I think that was the point of it, so I liked it. I think I had fun.
It was so cool seeing the background ponies as the main cast. It was, so good.
I liked it. I thought it was really cool. Where it fits in canon, who cares? It's just a great big huge love letter to us, and I thought it was kind of cool for a franchise to do that.
I don't know of many other shows that have gone to this length to make an episode that's this much of a shout out to the fandom before. Granted, I'm not into a lot of shows, there might be plenty out there that have done it, but this one I thought did it really well. What did you like about the episode?
I like just about everything about the episode. I like that we got the Doctor, we got a really great voice for Derpy.
A lot of their jokes were home runs.
I like that this was the opposite direction of where they usually go, because the main six and its little supporting cast usually have the spotlight. So to see the background characters kind of get their time in the sun or into the spotlight, that's pretty cool.
The little cameos were just as good as the ones that were fleshed out.
I like how the bugbear looked like a panda.
Pretty much everything.
Out of all the crazy things that happened in the episode, probably the most impressive would be how they managed to tie it all together and make it all serve a purpose. They were simultaneously giving their all and also not even trying.
My favorite thing was Octavia having more of a role, so that was cool, and her with Vinyl and all the OTPs, oh my goodness.
The pacing I thought was really well. I mean, it was kind of like go from start to finish. There was no really calm down time. So that was another thing that I really liked about this episode was I thought the pacing was really on par with what kind of episode this was.
The gummy monologue was one of the best things they've ever put in the show.
I also loved the scene where they're flying through town. And that's the moment where they just went, let's just make this as ridiculous as we possibly can. And it was good. I mean, this is the episode to make things as ridiculous as you possibly can. So, thumbs up. Loved it.
I also liked seeing the Big Lebowski ponies again.
I liked, obviously, what everyone said it was going to be, that it didn't focus on the main characters, that it was all background characters.
This was one of my favorite episodes.
Existential Gummy was just the funniest thing ever that made the entire episode for me. That was brilliantly hilarious.
For the fandom, for the show, for everything that makes me love it. Even though I'm not huge into fan service myself, I don't cry about it when it shows up. I usually actually get a kick out of it when it shows up. So
I would like to say that my feelings are affected by what other people think, but I don't know if I can honestly say that, because I don't think I would be against the pandering if I didn't see how much so many people hated it and think, well, maybe I shouldn't like it too. Maybe I should be against this too. I don't know. I think it's funny. And I don't take it that seriously, though. I know there are people that take it a lot more seriously than me. So,
with all the emphasis on Doctor Who, that there's a good chance that we might even bring in more fans from the Doctor Who fandom into the show. Those that haven't given this show a try but might know or might not even know that there's this pony based on Doctor Who. Now it's like, you have to watch this episode. You have to see what they did here. What did you dislike about the episode?
Need I repeat myself?
I didn't really find anything I disliked about this episode. I thought it was all in fun and everything was cool.
Again, mixed feelings about the pandering. I can't tell if I like it or dislike it, and I wish I could know that if I hadn't read so many negative things about pandering in the My Little Pony episodes, whether or not I would have mixed feelings.
There wasn't anything I didn't really like about the episode.
I thought a lot of it was funny, but I'm sure there were people that majorly ticked off.
There were a lot of scenes that we found out about later that sounded like they would have been hilarious in this. There just wasn't time.
But I was disappointed that I didn't see a sea swirl or sea foam, if you call her, in the episode anywhere. She's the one pony with the dolphin cutie mark.
I want to say it would have been great if they could have made it longer. Maybe an hour episode, but at the same point, I feel like that would have taken away a little bit of the charm of how condensed everything was. It wasn't overdone. It was a great amount of... It was the perfect serving of fan service.
There was no Flash Century.
Nothing really. It just was just another episode. It was good.
They had to include those obligatory 6 background characters. I don't know why they were even in it. They seem to pop up in every episode.
You know who I disliked in this episode was Stephen Magnet. He just was like a complete dick. Like, who does that?
I feel like it needed to be longer because they tried to cram so much into such a little small amount of time.
He was like grasping at straws to make Cranky fall back in love with him, much like they did back on that mountain years ago with their cowboy hats in their tent.
On a serious note, I didn't actually like the fact that Vinyl didn't speak. I mean, I was really happy Octavia spoke and she had more of a role and all that, but I didn't feel their connection as much. I love Octavia and Vinyl, and I love their friendship and how the fandom has portrayed their friendship and, you know, all that shebang. And it just felt weird, Vinyl not answering Octavia back.
It ended. And if any of the other reactors have an answer that's any way different from that, they are pro-Hitler.
I just didn't feel it. I didn't feel it.
What was your favorite moment?
When Vinyl and Octavia jumped the shark.
Gummy's monologue.
Existential Gummy.
Gummy! The Gummy monologue. That was just really hilarious and out of nowhere.
That was my breaking point with this episode. That was the scene that had me falling out of my chair laughing so hard.
The whole episode that won everything for me. There was a lot of awesome parts. You know, Bon Bon, or what was it, Sweetie Drops or something like that. That was funny. But yeah, the Gummy, you know, and his deep thoughts as everything went in slow motion. That was the best. The best.
When Doctor Who said, "What's this word, man? What are you talking about?" That was pretty clever. I didn't catch the first time I watched the episode, but the second time I was like, oh, it's because...
There's a lot of great moments, like the fact that Dr. Who's is wearing that scarf.
What was my favorite moment? I'll give you one guess.
The parts that had stuff happening in them.
What was your favorite character adaptation? So by character adaptation, you mean like pretty much favorite character that was developed in this? Yes, that's right. Okay.
I think my favorite character adaptation had to be Derby. I actually really enjoyed her voice.
The one that stands out most, obviously, is Dr. Hooves.
Bomb Bomb and Lyra. Both of them. They were great. Because we've always seen them paired up, and it's neat to see them come together and talk and have something that seems to be a heavily implied relationship. So yeah, it was cool seeing them talk. I mean, yeah, it's kind of crazy with the secret agent thing, but whatever. It's a show about talking horses.
I'm gonna go with Dr. Hooves.
Probably Gummy.
Gummy's bit, because it makes you question back. You think back to previous episodes, and it's like, wait, wasn't Gummy sitting in the shower at one point? Oh my god.
as much as I liked seeing Peter New pull off a wonderful Dr. Hooves, and we knew that was coming, right? We knew it was coming.
Now when we look at Gummy, we don't look at this stupid alligator.
Having Bon Bon be part of the super secret monster agency, probably as working with Daring Do, I think that was awesome. And it explained all of her weird voices, so I thought that was pretty cool.
It's a really close tie between Octavia and Lyra and Bon Bon, because they just were like, they were legit background ponies. Like, Octavia got like a few, like, I think a 2-shot in the Fancy Pants episode, might have been a single shot. And then she talked in Equestria Girls, but some people don't count that. But Lyra and Bon Bon were like just in the background like all the time. And then all of a sudden it's like, boom, front and center, establishing that they're friends, like best friends. And then that secret agent, it was just really cool. And I liked how they adapted that. I can't English.
I have to say it's Dr. Hooves, and close second is Derpy. Sorry, not Derpy. Muffins.
Probably DJ Pone 3 and Octavia being roommates. That's kind of a fan thing. You don't expect to see that in the show. That was a nice surprise.
Dr. Hooves was awesome. Peter New did a great job with the accent and the character overall. And Tabitha played Derpy. Oh, she was so cute. I love the voice she was given.
Was this everything you'd hoped a 100th episode for MLP Generation 4 would be?
Yes, I thought this was a wonderful episode. I think they hit just about everything they could hit, including the Twilicane, for crying out loud. So I think that everything was pretty damn cool.
We first saw this episode at MLP MSP. I'd say probably saw a chunk of it, more so than the whole thing, because of how loud everything gets. But watching how the fans responded, watching how everybody was responding to each of these different characters showing up, I think it was safe to say, plus I had a chance to talk to M.A. Larson on his panel directly following the airing of this episode, and I think it was twofold. For the fans and the show staff, this was something special, and they really just ran with it as fast and as hard as they could.
I had fun.
I know there's people out there that didn't like it, and I know there's people out there that were like, it was alright. But for me, it's more than just the episode. It's everything surrounding the episode, the reasons why it was made the way it was made.
It's both everything I hoped it'd be and nothing I'd hoped it'd be at the same time.
And it makes me think back to, just the people that I've met on this show and how great they are. That's it for me. It's just, I thought this was a really awesome, cool shout out to the fandom.
Yes, it was. It was everything I hoped for and more. My goodness.
I really don't know what I expected, to be honest. I kind of suspected Derpy would be in it, but I didn't expect her to speak, and I really didn't expect to like her if she spoke, just because they've been messing around with her voice so much. I don't know. But I actually really like her voice. I like how she played out in this episode. Thumbs up for me.
There are a very few amount of shows that actually do episodes like this. And it wasn't for the fandom and the internet and the way it is today, I don't think this episode would have existed. So I just think it's really cool that they actually did it. Overall, it's just a really great episode that is full of a ton of fan service. And I'm okay with that because that's kind of what a lot of people wanted. 100 episodes seems like a lot, but really it's still only a sixth of what The Simpsons has.
Yeah, I mean, either I'd expect to see this, where they just go have fun and go off the wall with a storyline, because this won't ever happen again, probably. And it has very little impact on the main story.
This episode was definitely made for the fans, and wow. I love this fandom, and the episode was just so good. It was just so good. I loved it. I loved it. More. We want more.
I like this. I mean, the episode's name really just defines it. It's a slice of life.
And I also want an episode where Flash Sentry becomes an alicorn. Make it happen, okay?
Overall, how would you rate episode 100?
I would probably rate this episode an 8 out of 10 because we did not get no whacking playing Vinyl Scratch.
But 9 out of 10, purely the writing, the humor, and the characters that they did throw in there. The Jelly Pony made it in.
But having her not talk was good. having her not talk, if it wasn't going to be, her voice, then I think that was great.
It was so much fun to watch. It was great. Granted, I mean, story-wise, it was written by M.A. Larson, so that'll always bring it down a notch.
Give it a solid out of
7.5 out of 10.
I give it a 100 out of 101. Nothing's perfect.
There are other episodes that I mean, it's fun. It's a fun episode. I enjoy it just because it's goofy and fun and has a bunch of characters that we'd never hear talk or interact. So that's the cool part. But a lot of different moving pieces, like, this is going on, this is going on, this is going on, this is going on. I just like, I mean, like, the episode I love the most is the season 2 finale, and that's hard to beat. And the reason why I think is because it was so, I wouldn't say serious, but it was just so epic. I like epic episodes. Like the Tyrek episode was really cool too. So those are my favorite kind. Slice of Life really wasn't epic. It was more just a slice of life. It was pleasant.
I rate this episode 0 muffins. Not because I didn't like it, but because I ate them all.
10 out of 10. No, but more like a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. I can count. I don't know my alphabet, and now I can't count.
10 out of 10! I really enjoyed that. That was so good. I mean, I say that with most of the things I've watched, except for the Generation 3.5. That was really scary, but I thought it was awesome. I loved it. Ooh.
I want to just say a big thanks to DHX. You guys continue to show how much you care, and it's awesome to see, and I know a lot of people here appreciate it.
Was this everything you hoped a 100th episode for MLPG4 would be? I have to tell you, Race, my dreams and hopes were so high I thought there was no way in Celestia's green, ever-free forest that I would have a chance to be as happy as I dreamed I would be. And yet, not only did it fulfill my expectations, it exceeded them tenfold. I felt as though I were enveloped in Luna's warm embrace. I was flying through Rainbow Dash's cloudy sky. I was lying in Rarity's comfortable chairs at Carousel Boutique. I was feasting on cakes in Sugar Cube Corner. My dreams were turned to magic sparkles and sprinkled across the fields of my imagination. It was okay.
It's like looking into a mirror.
That scene rivals any scene that I've seen in the show ever.
Oh, and this is going back in the closet. Just like me.
Like a spiking rider. That was nasty.
Now.
You go, Derpy. The main 6 have been stealing your rightful spotlight for too long.
What you say? That you only meant when.
And that, kids, is why you always keep a spare keyboard around. My greatest enemy